So, stream should almost be online, and I hope it's going to work out, and I hope my audio levels are fine. And still waiting for the notification here that everything is online and that I don't have any drop frames. I really hope so. Right now my CPU is like 3%. Oh, there we are. And with that being said, let's open up chat again and let's grab a controller, let's start the game, and let's see if everything is working out. So, and I left the game at this screen which comes up in the beginning, and that simply says pre-release, please note the Ghost of a Tale is in beta stage. It includes roughly a third of the content which will be included in the final version. New enemies, quests, NPCs, game mechanics and locations will be added over the course of the game's development. And yeah, whatever. I sound a little bit weird, says this underscores. I actually noticed that a little bit as well. The problem is that I'm still trying to figure out how to set all this up. And let's try this out and let's see how good that works. The problem is that I do have to set up a bit of... help me. Can be clearly heard. Okay, so I guess I could just go with that metallic sound because I could probably remove our settings. But the problem is if I do that, the whole thing will probably be too low, right? So I mean, we could try this, of course. Is this better if I go with that, or am I not loud enough anymore? Please tell me. If I'm not loud enough anymore, or if you can't hear me anymore, then I will change that. But if this brings something better, then that would be fine. Like I said, I'm on completely new hardware, and I probably have to figure something out with the settings, especially the audio settings on this thing are a little bit weird. Yeah, I lower the volume. I hope that this would help. If it didn't, if I still sound weird, then we have to figure something else out. So let me go with that again and get the volume up. And let's start the game. So, press any button. Save early, save often. Old mouse proverb. I really hope this is going to work out. So here we are in the game, and what do we have here? Video settings, yeah, with standard 1080p. And pretty much left everything standard. I probably want to remove motion blur because it looks a little bit weird, but that's about it. And I have to get used to Good evening, Will. How are you doing? And how do I sound? Underscore said I sound a little bit metallic, or a little bit like I'm in some sort of room. I do have the right microphone selected. Yeah, it is Ruin Stream. I'm back from the dead, so to say. Actually, I'm going to probably... I'm not sure if I'm going to activate using. Another thing that I've activated is the FPS counter. I will just leave that on. And I'm streaming on completely new hardware on my new PC, and like I said, I probably have to look out for something, maybe a new microphone, because I'm still using my headset, and my headset is just plugged in the top connectors. Maybe if I use the rear ones it will be better, but I don't know. So anyway, because I have a new PC, and that PC is actually pretty damn strong, I wanted to stream Ghost of a Tale. Also, I have to wait till my next paycheck so I can buy myself a second monitor, because if you aren't aware of that, for all my retro game streams I use my standard PC monitor as a TV, so to say. And I can't stream from this PC which uses the same monitor, right? Oh, just quiet. Okay, I can't do anything about it being a little bit quiet. I can't change that, because if I pull the microphone up in software, it will just cause more background noise, and I can't do that. So what I probably have to go for, we'll probably have to go with this for 1 or 2 months now, and then I can probably afford a better microphone with a preamp and connect that to my machine. Until then, please try to turn up the audio on your side, and we will go with that. Yeah, thank you very much. Because, like I said, I can't really change that, otherwise we would get too many background noises. And once I can afford it, the first priority for me is to buy a second monitor, and once I have that, then the next priority will be to get a proper microphone set up. So if it's acceptable, that's okay. Anyway, let's start a new game. And I'm not sure if you can do much with the FPS counter up there, but I just left it on to see how well it works. And please also tell me if you have any dropping frames or anything like that. The beginning was a green flame, force without conscience, consuming all in its path. The creatures of the world fought back, but one by one fell, only to rise again as puppets of the emerald fire. It was the rats alone who stood and fought until at last, at Periclave, the green flame was extinguished. But as long as you can hear me, that's absolutely fine. And I think up there, if you look at the FPS counter, you can kind of see why I probably wanted, should activate VSync, because my monitor really isn't able to do 120 Hz or something like that. But anyway, you stood before the Baron, your wife Mara at your side. He bid you play the poisoned cup, and you knew then that this was not for his amusement but a test. And so play you did, but for Mara there was only silence and a look of such defiance. He struck her and you cried out and went to her, and then darkness. How many days have passed since then? In your heart you knew she's still alive, and that you'll one day find her. Until then all you have are these flowers, your memories of her, and the question, why? Yeah, so well, I think the first thing we should look at is the main character. I mean, look at that. Isn't this beautiful? I think it is. Well, I don't want to show off, I actually want to test it, and we have a grate here. The grate is cemented into stone, it can't be opened. Then we have bread, and my health is low, so I should heal. I have a mysterious message. Let's first go into food, and we have bread here, and that will heal us a fair bit. Healing in this game is pretty... it's pretty important because it defines your stamina. If you look at that, if you want to run fast, then that's your stamina. Find me, cover your tracks and move unseen. S. So that's that, and we have a Selkie as well, so that's good. We have mushrooms. And I really want to pick up all of those mushrooms and everything. You can also sleep. And open up all these parts here, so that's pretty interesting. And with that Selkie we can actually open the door to our cell. And we get everything. We got a Sackler hood, got 2 candles, and we got Florence, which is probably the currency. And you can see here with clothing that this is actually worse than what we had before, but it looks nice, I think. I totally love this mouse. Right on the left side you can see your statistics. This game is practically a stealth-oriented action-adventure game. And that means you have to be sneaky, you should not be seen, you have no weapons. I mean, look at that. This guy couldn't wield a sword or anything. He's way too cute for that. And let's look at the cell manifest. We have name Tilo, that's us, and profession is minstrel, and offense is acts of sedition. Oh. And we've tried to open the door, and we need a key for that we don't have yet. Florence Dutch currency? I don't know. I don't know. I have to ask a Dutch friend of mine. I actually can't remember what they had as a currency before the euro. I know Netherlands has kronas, and France had the franc, but I can't really remember what the Netherlands had. Anyway, you have attracted the guard's attention. Quick, go to the chest and hold RT and A to hide. That's really important here. You can also quick save if you're in here, like that. And you always have to hide in order to save. So if you open the menu and you go save game, you can still do that in the middle of the game, so when you're not hiding, but then it will tell you you have to hide in order to save. Gilda, right. Gulden, yep, I think. You can run really fast on all fours. Hold LT to sprint, and that's so awesome, look at that. The only thing that I find a little bit weird is the shadows. I'm not sure if that's related to the high FPS count, if that's maybe screwing things up a little bit. And I want to get that bug down there. Damn. Didn't get it, so let's pick up some mushrooms. Let's explore this place here. See what we can do. You know, like the shadow effect is probably running wild a little bit because the game's running so freaking fast. But who knows? Stick. You picked up a useful tool. There are many such tool items in the world. Press Y to use throw the tool, and yeah. Ah, that's what I did wrong, by the way. I haven't played this game since its initial in-depth release, so like I said in the disclaimer in the first part, and you can see it's really dark in here. And let me just try to get a candle out. I think we have to use this. Ah, right, that's how you do that. And you need a jail master key to get out of here. And that's how you use candles if you're in dark areas. There are also other items that you can use that will light your path, but this is one of them. And we can actually put it away again because we don't have to waste it all. And move on. Oh, I see. It's an old English coin. No, that's not embarrassing. No, don't worry. There's nothing embarrassing in this stream except maybe my talking. But everything else, no. You can't embarrass yourself in front of me. And we have the old pirate frog. Ferret's balls. What do you think you're doing, Mousy? Barging into my cell uninvited. Do you know who I am? ... Because I have no idea. You don't know your own name? No, wait. Carol Red Whiskers, that's it. Carol Red Whiskers, the least I was, navigator of the Lake Witch, under Captain Otto Powder King. And this is really nice. I think he added that later on because I can't remember it from my first play. You can now read footnotes to get more background information, so that's pretty cool. A stocky barrel of a rat with a short fuse. Captain Otto Powder Keg was captain of the Lake Witch, a galleon that for more than a dozen years terrorized the merchant ships that ferry goods between the 5 great ports of Lake Valia. It's said that he'd wax his tail and set it alight before going into battle, and it was this that gave him his name. Captain Powderkeg gained notoriety for his crimes and fame from the handsome wanted poster, which he himself had printed up and distributed in order to bolster his renown. The captain was finally captured when his ship wrecked against submerged rocks, just off the eastern shore of Lake Valia, near Dwindling Hates Keep. The cause of the wreck was never established and will likely remain a mystery, for once the doors of Dwindling Hates closed behind him, the captain was never heard of again. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, the game is extremely slick. I really love it. Also, the developer of this game is on Twitter @CeivesCG. I will probably write that in chat at some later point. And he's a really nice guy. I have to admit that. He really keeps things updated and posts a lot about game development, which I always find interesting to see the perspective of the developer of this game and how close it is to being finished. I don't really know. At the beginning of the game, it still said it's 1/3 finished. but from what I know, Thief is right now adding a lot of content. It usually goes first to Steam, and then it goes to GOG after a little bit of testing. But he did add a little bit of content and refinements and bug fixes and probably a little bit performance optimization. The only thing you have to know about this game is it won't have any option to turn the graphics down, so it will always look like that or better, and that means you can't run it on a complete potato machine. Even my gaming laptop that I've used before had the problem that I could play it with, I think, something around 30 to 35 FPS. Sometimes I had a couple of slowdowns, but I definitely couldn't stream it. So that's that. And you have to be aware of that. So anyway, enough talking, let's go on with the story. I can talk after we through that dialogue. But I think he's probably about still 1/3 or maybe, I don't know, maybe 50% through. I expect that the game will be finished either by end of the year or sometime early next year. I think that's what's probably the time frame. He didn't give information about that. Anyway, so you've come to rob me, have you, you little scrunt? Read footnote. You were too rude to define. Okay. Of course not. Two things I can't stand: the smell of mice and the smell of lies. What'll it take to get you stink out of my cell? And what do we have here? Is that right? And what's in for me? Perhaps I could find a key to the chains, set you free. Free? Why would I want to be free? Being free is what got me put in here in the first place. That and the piracy thing. No, I've got everything I need right here. Damp air, all the flies I can eat, and my own stool. But there is something. Down the corridor, the sleeping guard. I need you to strangle him. I can't do that. Of course you can, it's easy. Just put your paws around his throat and squeeze, voila, it's done. I'm not a murderer. Fair enough. Why don't you just steal a bottle of his Rotgut for me then, and I'll see if I can help. I'll see if I can't help. Yeah, that's a good good way to formulate it. Rotgut, an alcohol made from putrescent oleander wood and something of an acquired taste. Coincidentally, taste is the first thing of the 5 senses to be ruined by Rotgut's consumption. Well, that's good. So that's what we have to do now. We have to find the guard and, oops, climb up there and get the Rotgut bottle from him. Now we can run. Oh, wait. For some reason I can't get this yellow bug. This is empty. And there's another mushroom over here. And another thing that we have here is a door that we still can't open. We still need the jail master key, and we will find that later on. And it's actually quite important to go back to this cell thingy here. Yep, I know how to sneak. Also, I would recommend using a controller, because as you can see, you can sneak slowly and you can sneak a little bit faster, right? And it goes gradually. And you can't do that with a keyboard. You need an analog stick for that, and this is quite important because even if you sneak, the guard will notice that you are around if you're sneaking too fast. Right? Especially the closer you get. Like, you can actually get really close and then you see this diamond building up. And the slower you sneak, the slower it builds up, or it even stops. And you can just stop yourself to get it down again. The diamond marks the attention span of the guard. And we got ourselves some bottles. Unequip them. Another bottle. I don't know why it's automatically equipping that shit, but let's get rid of that. And what I really want while I'm here is his streaming door key. So, and that's actually pretty much the very foundation of the gameplay in this game, because you have to sneak around guards, you have to collect keys and items, do quests. It's pretty nifty. Like I said, it's a stealth-based action-adventure game, and that formula is actually really good if you ask me, because you don't have games like that all that often, except for the Thief games maybe. But then the Thief games are first person, not third person, and you don't have a cute main character like this guy. And I really love the cuteness of him. Pusillanimous, I won't say pusillanimous, but okay. What does it mean, this word? I think it means lack of courage. Ah, in that case, what are you doing in my cell, you pusillanimous little merkin? Here, the bottle you wanted, it's this last one. Good. Now pop the bottle's neck twixt my lips. With a deft flick of his head, the frog sends the bottle spinning across the cell, where it shatters into pieces against the wall. Every time that scrunt gets soused, I have to put up with his damned snoring. Well, no more. Done? Done as you asked, now will you help me? I gave you my word as a pirate. But I suppose I can make an exception. What is it you want? Oh, I'm looking for someone. Mara, my wife. Is she a mouse? Wearing a hood, yes. Har, then who can say? It's not easy to tell you mice apart, with your ears and your tails and your silly heads. Read footnote. Oh wait, let's scroll up. Kolba, a mouse's head or hood counts among their most prized possessions, and is a source of great pride, representing as it does their profession and their social status. A mouse of any repute is never seen by any creature save for their spouse without their Kolba. There are, however, notable exceptions. It's said, for example, that while occupying the town watchtower in protest against harsh working conditions, the very mice of Hume threw off their hoods, emphasizing to all the seriousness of the matter, whilst at the same time making it difficult for the soldiers of the Red Paw to later identify the culprits. They're not silly. Psst. How long have I been? Let's see. Must have been more than 10 days now since they brought you in. Dead to the world you were. Do you speak mouse? Only the curse word. What dungeon is this? You're in Dwindling Hate's Keep, on the shore of Lake Valia. Read footnote. Dwindling Hate's Keep. For centuries, the keep at Dwindling Hates has defended the southern shore of Lake Valia. Though once a fine building, the keep has long since fallen into despair. Its great enemy no longer marauding ferrets, but instead the acidic waters of the lake, which are slowly eroding the cliff's face on which the keep stands. It's for that reason among the locals the fortress has become known as Dwindling Hates. You best get used to it. Tell me, was it you who helped me to get my cell? What do these chains tell you, Mousy? Does it look like I could help you escape? Suppose not. Aye, and I wouldn't if I could. Yeah, don't let the door snap your tail. Thank you very much. I think for the door down there we needed a master cell key. Let me look something up real quick there, because there was another entry right over here. The rats can't tell mice apart. That's a different thing. I need a J master key for that as well. And we got another candle. Candles are important, as we all know. And I think mushrooms. I think down there we also need the flooded. Oh, we need a flooded cell key. Okay. I never found that one, by the way. Sometimes not all that easy to find all the different keys in this game, and I don't know if this key even exists, or if this is like a block for content to be added later. So we have to wait and see. Also tell me, is the stream running smoothly, because it looks really smooth to me. And if there's anything else you want to know about this game or the developer, because I've been following him for quite some time, just ask me and I will try to answer it to the best of my knowledge. However, I do have to say this game is one of the titles that I'm waiting for to be released. This and Fear Effect Sedna. And I will try to keep you updated on Fear Effect Sedna as well. If there are any news, I haven't heard anything from them or the Kickstarter campaign recently. And so the game is still at the same stage, at least from my knowledge, that it was when I streamed it the last time, when I had this pre-alpha build. So let's see, I think the red is, yep, it's coming for us. And we're going to hide in here and quick save. Yeah, that's a rat. And rats are a lot bigger than mice, and the rats can't tell mice apart. So while we're waiting here, let me see. So this guy's gone. Let's see if we can actually get past him. Because I think he looks at the wall for quite a long time. We should be able to hide in here. Sneaky. For that we need a Jailmaster key. Okay. Name Barfons Niels. Profession guard. Death disorderly conduct. Okay. So we're going here and see what we can find here. This was, by the way, one of the parts where I got stuck once when I played the game for the first time. Got ourselves a fate card and a draw. A cupboard key. There's another fate card. I still have to. I can't quite remember for what the cards are, but I have to look it up. It's probably explained somewhere. There's an apple. A stick. Another stick. And a cupboard. And then we get the pirate's ball trick. And that's another quite cute part of this game. Yeah, but I think that Steve already did quite a good job with this. I mean, if you look at the game at its current state, then I think it's playable. It runs well. It's streamable, even though it's made in Unity, and that's quite impressive. I don't know what magic this guy is casting, but making a game like this in Unity and it being streamable at this point, that's impressive. The man has some skill. And if you want to support his development efforts, then you can buy it in dev. I think it's 20 euros, around about 20 euros, 1995 euros, something like that. So if the stream convinces you in any shape or form that this game is worth supporting, please do so. Because I want to see this finished. It's one of the most interesting games that's going to come out in the indie scene, at least, for the next 1 or 2 years. Anyway. Pirate. A stocky barrel of a rat with short fuse. Captain Otto Powder King was captain. Yeah, we already read that. And we do have the pirate captain's hat, his eye patch, Baldric with buckle and ruff, silk sash, and grey buccaneer's boots. So, we do not only get experience out of that, we also get different set of clothing. And this is quite important. There is a complete set of clothes for different types of mice. And if you find all parts that belong to one, like ears, head, face, or pretty much everything that was explained in the previous screen, then you get a bonus. So right now this is actually a good thing to carry, and you can see it around his neck here. And this is actually a pretty good thing to have already, and once we find everything, secular foot... Oh, wait. The hornet's nest is a trap. I remember that from my last playthrough. Can I not carry more candles? Oh, I can. Look at that. So we can stock up on candles. This barrel can't open that. This is another cupboard, nothing inside. And here we could actually sleep. And what I tried to do the last time was get up here and open that cupboard, and then I got stuck. This time it worked out. Good stuff. I think the next thing we really have to do is we have to knock out that one guard, because I think he's the jail master. And even if not, he is annoying as hell. Crap. Nice, so we knocked him out. Does he have that? Hmm. Let me see. Hmm. Strange stuff. Ah, there's the key. Ah, I found it. Okay. Oh, crap. He found us. Let's see if we can hide. Did he see us? No, no, he didn't. Okay. Yeah, I saw it right on the wall. Let's get out of here and wait till he's gone again, and then... I think one of the things he should make a little bit easier is aiming. Seems to be rather painful to aim all this stuff. He will catch me actually, and you still have a life bar up there. If you look on the upper part, he will catch me. He will attack me with his halberd. Oh. No! There, you saw that? He attacked me with his halberd. Oh, I hope he didn't see me. No, he didn't. They're not very bright. And they can also grapple you, and then you have to get out of his grappling and all sorts of stuff. And if they do that, you have problems. Let's put it that way. Let's hope he's still... Yes, he is. We're actually hiding here, and then we will grab that stool over there and get our hands on that key. So you can die in this game, obviously, and we should probably quick save because we've already been playing for quite some time. So let's get out of here again. Yeah, you can't see us. Look. Begging door key. I think we still need a jailmaster's key for that one, yeah. So if you give me a short second, I will hide in here, wait for that guy to come back, and in the meantime I go to the toilet because I really have to go. I'll be right back. And hey, Scully. Sorry guys. You don't have the map of current location. Quick save again. Really need to find the Cellmaster's key though. Comes a more difficult. No, not right away. At least grease jar. And here we have sticks, and that's actually one of the things that I really like about this game. Sticks can be used for several things. So the drawbridge mechanism is very sensitive, awaiting repair by blacksmith. Handle with care. Okay, what do we have here? An incident log. Private Herf given 2 days in jail for not wearing his full armor in the courtyard. Private Anger struck and brained by falling drawbridge after winch brake failed. Mechanism still unstable. Private Gav left addled by a falling barrel. Private Jewel measuring 2 florins, he could jump pit. Funeral to be held tomorrow. And then Private Scree taken by spiders in the lower levels. Private Tickus drunk on duty, assigned to the... I don't think we can actually... Oh, there. Screaming Gate for 1 week. Private Niels charged with the theft of official documents and remanded to his cell. Okay. Close. So what do we have to do? We have to get our sticks out, and we now have to hit this thing back there, I think. Hey, wait. Didn't want to throw that. Want to throw that. Nice. So we've done that. We have the oil jar here. The oil jar is actually for your lamp. I don't know if I have it already. I only have this. No, probably not. And we have the pirate spell and the lantern, finally. So now we can actually use the oil jar, and now we have a lantern that we can use. Also, we get the clothing on, the pirate belt, and it's actually right now worse than what we have, but it looks cool. So I'm going to wear it. This will actually change once you have all the parts. And we will find them. I think that's the objective for the stream, to at least find the pirate equipment. Oh, no. He's actually looking at me. Not sure if we'll ever turn around, or if I can throw a stick at him. That would be nice. And then we should be able to drop a barrel on him. At least I think we should. But first let me check that door over here. Can I open that? Barrel room key. Oh, let's see. Boom. So now that that's taken care of, let's see if we've missed anything over here. Oh, nice bottle. And... Whoa! I think he saw me. Crap, I forgot about that. I should have waited till... till the other guy came out. But I didn't. So that's a little bit annoying, because he does have the key with him. If you look at it. So let's see if I can actually throw that down on him. Oh, come on. Look up again. Ah, crap. That didn't work. Hmm. No, that's not going to work. Let's re-equip ourselves with sticks. Damn. Not sure if a stick can actually knock out a guard. Crap, he saw me. Oh! Knock me out! Leave me alone! But I think I've catched the key from him. Ouch! That hurt. So I try to make a run through it. And let's see if we can actually... Ah, crap. Wait, see if we can make it. We did it! Woo! Yeah, I killed by falling barrel. But sadly I didn't kill him. And only knocked him out. This game is very unbloody, to say the least. Ah, crap. Saw me again. Ah, that's probably a Cellmaster key thinking about it. So, now to get for that. Let's see what's in the cupboard. It's empty. Let's refill the oil jar here and let's take up the stool. Place it here. Jump on it. Get ourselves a book. And there's the Jailmaster key. Great. Then we got another bottle of this alcohol stuff. Let's see what we have here. Ah, jail map. That's pretty handy because now we can see all the things in the jail here. And let's pick up the cheese. Let's pick up the prisoner's log. And once we're done with reading it, we'll save another time. So the logbook is meticulously managed. William Stout sentenced to 5 days in jail for stealing a pie. The famous pirate Otto Parking remanded to the jails of Dwindling Heights under sentence of death, execution to be carried out within 2 days. Next entry looks much sloppier, obviously written by a different hand. Pirate taking in hanged on captain orders. Okay, so the guy who stole the pie has been hanged. Well, that's nice. Then we're back to the meticulously style. William Stout missing from his cell. Disappearance is another mystery. Okay. Well, I guess that's how you deal with people, right? Let's see what's in the drawer. Nothing in there. An apple and Florence, and there is another fate card up there. No. Wait, we just jump on there again and see. This is the way we do it properly. And let's see if we can actually sleep. No, you don't feel tired. What do I have here? Another book. So let's hide in here and quick save. I think it was a bug right now. Let's quick save again just in case there's... come on, grey and grey. So, I think this is probably something that the developer of this game has to work on as well, because sometimes when you enter... Oh wait, he's coming over here. So. Sometimes when you enter stuff like that, then you bug out a little bit. It's a little tiny bit annoying. Hide in the chest, wait till he's gone. You only have a very small time frame to get past him. But it's something you have to take care of. And pass by and sneak out again. Nice. Go through that. And let's see, what items do we actually have? Can we throw something at him? Oh, not really. This is something I find a little bit sad. We still don't have that key, right? Nope. Come on, make a run for it, little mouse. Alright, we have to open that from the other side. Nope, you missed. Nice. So we got rid of him. And that's one of the reasons why I like this game. I mean, it's not all that difficult, but you really have to think about what you're doing. I think that's important. And let's see, yep, get rid of him. He won't be able to track us when we just move past front there, so just run like that, he won't see us. And we should also open this door because it's a quick access, and I forgot to open it the last time I went here. So let's see what we can do. We probably still have a couple of bottles lying around in the early part of the game. And now that we have this jail master key, we can actually also get ourselves in here. Go to that red because I think... Yep, we have a checkpoint pass here. We need that. We probably need his handkerchief that he's having with him. See if there's anything else. No, not really. Okay, so that's that. And he's farting. Great. This is just perfect, isn't it? Whoa. It's hiding here. Let's quick save. No, the deaf is French. Oh, hanging is actually not the worst way of killing somebody. The stuff that the US is doing right now is a lot worse. Even though I personally believe you shouldn't hang anyone. Yeah, do you hear the audio actually? Because I could make it a little bit louder. Thinking about it, I think it's a little bit low. So if that's better for you guys, tell me. Oh, and that rat just walked through the wall. So, I have to get past him. Oh, Flayos, who's Odos to me? That's great, thank you very much. Even though it's auto host, but I still appreciate it. I'm not one of those people who's against the auto host feature. Oh, I'm very sorry. I didn't notice that the game audio was that low. I think there was actually one of the doors here, so... Jail master key, see if there's anything in here. Not really, right? Strange. There was something in here, but there isn't. For the other part we need a flooded door, a flooded cell key, so that's that. Yeah. Now we can go in here and this. And it's pretty dark again. So let's put out the lantern. Bam! And what do we have here? A red bug. So the only thing that we're missing are the boots. And I did find them once. I'm not sure if they're outside or still in the prison district, but we'll figure that out. Well, let's pick up the hat. Pirate's hat and Pirate's eye patch. And yes, we do have an eye patch now. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, the bit of the tiny footsteps. It's also cute when you run like that. I remember the first version of this game you actually couldn't go here. I don't really want to go. Whoa! No! I'll probably die when I'm... Yes, definitely. So this is a pretty new mechanic as well, and I'm not sure if I got stuck down here now. We don't want to walk in here. Let's see what we can do. Nothing inside. Nothing inside. What's that? It's a glowing mushroom or something like that. So put that away again. What do we have here? Oh nice, stick in Florence. And that weird mushroom thing again. Wait, what's that? It's a snake! Okay, so apparently there are also now dangerous animals around here. Yeah, mouse traps, exactly. Ouch. Well. There was, if you look at, can you actually grain here? Okay. I don't have enough of that grain here. So there was a lever down there, and I want to get that. The problem is I can't run under in the water, so this bastard down here really doesn't want to leave me alone, does he? Nice. Now let's get out of that death trap again and make a run for it. Ah, okay, so he's only going in circles around here. But I think we can ignore that he saw me, so let's see. Should also watch out for our lantern, because if we can't see anything anymore, then we also can't detect anything anymore. Did I only do that for a little bit of money? Damn. Actually, this would be the perfect place to have the pirate boots in, I think. That's rather interesting. So, get that out and jump down here. See if we miss anything. I don't think so, no. So. Ah, come on, that guy saw me again. Really now? The game got scary all of a sudden, that's true. Oh, down there, we're only jumping down there again. So. I actually think that was it for that part. Like I said, this was actually something that was not in the initial release of this game. So this is something new, which also shows that he's still adding content. And I really like that. Oh, nice. What do we have here? Chest. Ranger's tunic. Ooh, that's nice. Ouch, what's that? I think there was a sound bug. And a ranger's mask. So that's that. Let's restock on sticks. Got that. And let's see, what else do we have in here? Doesn't look like much. Some torturing instruments, and we got the ranger stuff. Bit of fire. Actually, why not hide in here and save the game properly? Save game. And let's take this. So I'm very sorry for that sound bug. Hope it wasn't too loud. Because it almost blew my ears off, that's for sure. Let me see, what else do we have down here? It'd be really nice to have a map of this. Ouch! Ooh! Good thing we saved the game. Because apparently I ran straight into that trap over there. That's so evil, that's pure evil. Ah, interesting. So you can actually light up places like that. Is there more to light up over here? No, not really. Okay. Let's see if we can find a way out again. And we did it. Also, this guy, apparently, I'm not sure if he still has something to say to us. You know, in that hat in this slide, I could almost mistake you for my old captain. Har, but you're not half the rat he ever was. Not sure if you have the boots, then you can actually trigger some event here as well. But we have to find them. And like I said, I can't really remember where they are. So let's see. Right. Save the game. And get out of here. Also pick up those mushrooms and let's heal a little bit. Just in case when we need it again. here. Wait. And let's move on. I actually wonder, the PC is actually getting really warm right now. I wonder what heat it has with all its streaming stuff going on, but it should be able to do this without burning down, right? So let's see, oil jar, we have to refill. Ah, okay. Nice. Now we get that sorted out. The next task will be to actually find... I should have activated that because then I could avoid that guard over there. Oh, still can. Matter of fact. Come on, stop scratching you, and... Right. That's the one I was looking for, because there should be... Nice. This lever, and then we can actually run through here and look at this guard, this red, and avoid him more easily. So that's one of the tricks we can actually use to get through this. And we've done that. Let's check this room again. Maybe there are the... Maybe I missed the boots in here. Probably not. So now we can go to the outside. Carrot, barrel, bottle. Oh, we already have all the bottles, grease jars. Not sure for what we need a grease jars, but we'll find that out at some point. Stick rid of that, and I can actually talk to this guy. And even though he's a rat, so that's pretty interesting. Hoi! You had no business wearing that hat, unless you're a pirate. Take it off and we can talk. Oh yeah, right. The guys will actually not talk to you if you wear certain types of armor. And we found a false guard. Guard armor, suit of armor made of iron plate, and issued a standard to all members of the Red Guard. The following pieces make up complete suit. Salad, helmet with face guard, chest plate, and false. Okay. Let's see what is that actually. See. And what I'm actually looking for are boots. And we also have to watch out because there are red guards in this place, if I remember correctly. And you don't want to run into them. Ah, crap. Getting your hands on a couple ain't easy. So get that, and there's a drawer in here. Checkpoint pass. I think we already found one actually. I'm not sure if that's normal. Because you need that thing at some point. Let's see. I don't really want to drop down there. That's nice. There's a big old cannon here that's broken. And we can walk up here. There are quite a few places in this game that I haven't been to yet, and like I said, I still wonder where the boots for the pirate armor are. Oh, this guard. Nice. Oh, that bug again, sorry. Yeah, maybe I should report that to the developer and ask him what that's about. But we do have now also this stuff here, ranger stuff, we have the beef stuff, but we don't have anything that's complete yet. And it's a little bit annoying because I really wish that we could get our hands on complete set. Oh, crap. No, I hope he didn't see us. I hope he didn't see us. He didn't. Ooh, lucky me. Let's get out of here again, and we can also check the barrel for anything that's in there. Nothing in here. Is that guy still walking outside? Let's check what's up there. And probably nothing. Oh, fate card. I think at this point in time we should actually look if we can actually identify what they do. An arcane card used by some to divine one's fate. Okay. Interesting. A guard's handkerchief. Not sure for what use that has. Death tongue mushroom. The cap of death tongue mushroom. Okay. And my loot. So here. How the fuck did you see that? Also the guards are armored now, so that makes them a bit tougher than usual. So I probably had brighter ideas in my life than to get into this yard, because I'm pretty much stuck in here. Oh wait. That's where it came from. Should check out that door over there and see what's behind that door. So let me see when those guards are gone. Oh crap, oh crap. The only good thing is that this hiding mechanic is so simple that you really don't have any trouble. Explode that door as well, yeah, we can, and it leads us down again. Oh, nice. Got a new set for our guard armor. Just going to check is this part here. Let's see where does that get us to? Where's that guard over there? Okay. Oh, that was away. Alright, so we're back at the beginning, that's good. because now we can actually go into the barrel and save and then talk to that guy. Wait. Okay, so what do we have here? Alright there, mouse. Oh, you talk to me. Good afternoon. Is there something I can do for you? Oh, what do you mean? Seems to me you're lost and looking for answers. Oh. For a few florins, I could tell you a thing or two. Continue. Go ahead and ask. I'm searching for my wife Mara. Have you seen her? Cost you 2 florins. Oh, that's worth it. She's a prisoner, she won't be here. Why not? No females are held in dwindling hates. Alright then, was there something else? Aye. I need a map of this place, can you help me? Let's see. If you can't find your own, I can sell it for you. Say 6 florins each. Florins, yeah, the currency here, I think that's obvious. Long as it pulls out a roll of tattered paper. I think the map of the courtyard will do for now. Okay, so that's it. And that's all we can find. So the next thing that we should do is actually try to find the boots. Or get through the courtyard and figure out the guard's movement. And see what we can do. So obviously quite a lot of things that we haven't discovered yet, and I think that's what we have to do. Because I really like this eye patch. Okay, my land is already filled up, and we have here a cupboard. It's empty. Chest is also empty. And this part over here, don't think there's anything in here except for that stool maybe, but I can't. Oh wait, let me think about it. Should pull that over here, something like that, and then jump up there. Is that possible? No, I don't think so. Let me see. Jumping in this game isn't all that easy, trust me about that. I think that's something he has to work on as well, so that the jumping mechanics are a little bit less broken. Because there's definitely a way to get up there, but it's probably not all that obvious. Can jump out of the window, however. Oh! Oh! Crap, that hurt. Oh, that's a cell again. Let's see. Let's go up here once more. Can't go out of that window, that's for sure. And what else do we have? Nothing, I think. Oh, we have a map, so let's look at that. The only thing I really wish for would be that the map marks important spots if you walk past them, so that you know that there's something important there. That would be nice, like Tilo auto marked certain things in certain areas. There's nothing here, and there's nothing there. So let me see. We go up there and then walk the other path, because we haven't really gone over here. Let's see if there's anything there. Oh yeah, a rat. Great. I I definitely have the right idea. So that chest over there is locked and that red guard is still standing there for some reason. Looks something up really quickly. So that's that. Maybe we save the game, so maybe we can actually just run past him to see what's over there. Oh, got us a ranger's hood. Nice! So we kind of outsmarted that guy, got ourselves a new key. I actually have to see if I can find the keys here, yeah. So this was like a one-time key, I guess. There's only this one thing, because we still have all the other keys. But we don't really have anything else, so let's look up the costumes. And we do need... Heh. I actually wonder why there are only two costumes in here. It's the thief and the pirate. The thief and the minstrel, it's not the pirate in there or anything. But we've already found most of the parts for that. So that's a little bit weird, I'm not sure if that's a bug as well. So what do we have? We have a thief's tunic. We have a thief's mask. Wait, let's try this out. All the ranger stuff and the hood of a ranger. So why not? Looks pretty cool as well, doesn't it? Save real quick. Can apparently open that shutter for no good reason. Don't think there was anything else back there. Oh, good. Try it, of course. The thing's empty. Nice barrel to hide. So that's good. There's a lot of veggies down here, so that's something we have to look out for. As many carrots as we can eat. Oh! A beef set. And a ranger's belt. So we still miss the ranger's boots and we miss the boots of the pirate, so those are two items that we definitely need. And we found another flower for our loved one. That's pretty cool, I really love this game. And the way you can discover everything in here, that's really nice. So let's check this out. We are already in the ranger equipment stuff and we need a ranger's belt. And now we only need a... What's that? Helmet made out of a ripe pumpkin. Okay. Just for the comic relief. Nice. But anyway, so that's our Ranger Tilo, and did I miss anything else out here? No, I don't think so. So where does this lead us to? I think we've been here before. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oops. That hurt. Yeah, so that's that. Crap, saw me. Damn. So yeah, direct line of sight on that barrel, that's why we couldn't exit it. Oh, or couldn't enter it rather. That's something of note, and there are several rats over here. Don't think we have checked those barrels yet. And we only need the guards plates and pauldron for the guard armor. I think that's something I'll never get used to in this game, and that is that you always find everything except for one item relatively close by. Let's hide back here. Make sure he doesn't see us, and I don't think there's anything we can do here. Like literally nothing. So jump down. So we could do. I think there was one part where you actually had external prison cells, so that when you try to what you have to do in order to know what you sorry, start again. What you have to do in order to find out what you have to do. Now we have it. You do have to find two guys, and they will actually tell you. They will give you quests, or more quests than you have right now, and then they will tell you what you need to do in order to move on with the game. Whoa. Should really open that. Let's see. Okay, there's a basin. There's nothing in here. Oh, nice. Ah, okay. There are 8 sticks in there, and we can't use them. There's a rat in here. See if anything with him? Nope. Just empty. And let's go. That's a part where we haven't been yet, definitely. Oh, will you look at that? We found the full guards plate, so we can actually go with that now. Like a scrawny rat. Oh, and I can't really move all that well anymore as well. But will they actually mix me up for a rat? They will. That's hilarious. I can't jump anymore or anything, but at least I can get that equipment on. And they will mistake me for a rat. That's funny. I can still climb up here at least. Yeah, so finding that equipment really does have a certain advantage. Try to sneak past guards that you normally can't sneak past, and that's really useful. What do we have here? A war room's chest key. Oh crap. Really move around all that much yet. Inside in here. Scrawny red recruits, so that's good. That cupboard is empty. And there's probably nothing in here. So what are we missing yet now from the thief's stuff? I think actually quite a lot. There's probably a thief's mask or something like that as well. Or something for your ears with that armor and with that clothing. And then we have to find that as well. This barrel is empty. We have here. Oh, there's a guy to talk to up here. Mysterious rat. Why are you hiding your face? You've nothing to fear, Mouse. Not from me. Basu left me the key. Ah, you seem disappointed. The message was written in Meridian. Why? A precaution. What do you mean? Few of the guards can read at all, and none of them can read Meridian. But you can. Something I picked up as a pup. Know thy enemy, isn't that what they say? Please tell me your name. Sing something. Very well. Just keep it short. Opening books. So I've never been there. I've never done that before, so let's see what we have. An Imperial galleon set course for Jakord, with Queen Ariane of Badgers aboard. In 2 days from port in a terrible storm, its mast broke in half and the mizzen was torn. But the vessel was saved by the rat with 2 tails, who stopped them from running around on the shells. By hoisting Her Majesty's Nikos for sail, the rat with 2 tails owed the rat with 2 tails. He saved Ariana from these terrible gales. He may not be a badger, but he certainly may. And she'd not know true love till the rat with 2 tails. Beautiful, isn't it? I wouldn't expect one so polite as you to know such a song. Sometimes you have to play what the audience have to hear. It's not a... So tell me, why exactly are you here, Mouse? No, I think you already know why. Here. The mysterious stranger hands you a Lutka you recognize immediately. I believe that's yours. Where did you get this? From the jailer's room. Someone you care for? Mara, my wife, I hoped she'd be here, but... I saw the black Lutka in your pouch. Read footnote. Lutkas. Small figurines carved by every mouse bug to commemorate the occasion of his marriage and the birth of his children. Lutkas are made in wood or stone and stained with lime to represent the living and ash to commemorate the dead, often carried at a waist in a small purse. Lutkas count among a bug's most precious belongings. My son. I'm sorry, truly. Oh God. So touching. Alright, I can help you find her. How? I have my ways. And in return, I need you to get something for me. Okay? William Steelers, let's get started. So how do you intend to find Mara? All arrests and prisoners transferred in the region have to be registered at the Nail. Read footnote. Yuva Citadel. The regional headquarters of the Red Empire, Yuva Citadel dominates what once was the capital city of the Kingdom of Merida. Known colloquially as the Nail, it's from the stronghold that the Red Guard has brutally suppressed any signs of revolt among the mouse population. It'll take some time to get a message to Yuva, but they'll know where Mara is being held. Fetch me a scab beetle from the from the cage over there. Okay. So there ought to be a cage somewhere here. Let's first look at that. Actually quite a lot of cages. Whoa! That was scary, to say the least. At least I got a little bit of... Oh, this is empty. Well, here's the beetle. I'm afraid the rest of the beetle escaped. Yes, I saw what happened. I was just curious to know if you'd admit it. I'm so sorry. Anyway, they'll likely not go far. Just keep a lookout for them while you're about to keep. I will. Now let's get this measure on this way. Godspeed, little one. Forward skep, fly through. Skep beetles. A horn-flying beetle native to the eastern equatorial region in the wild. The skep beetle lures its prey by mimicking the mating call of other beetles. The signal guards of the Red Paw use this ability to send messages across great distances, encoded as a series of taps and clicks that the skep beetle learns and repeats. The bond between a signal guard and his skeps is extremely strong, the beetle having been reared from love by their handler. Okay. And autosave done. Actually, that's the way I autosave. Where's on its way to you? Read footnote. Yeah, okay, that's the same thing. Alright, and what is it need for me? Beneath this keep is a warren of ancient tunnels. There's something hidden down there, something I need you to find. Must be something important, something priceless. But you must be exhausted, so you should get some sleep. I thank you. Here. Red hands you a burnished key. Take my card, I'll keep watch. Okay, so I guess that's his card. But first, let's loot everything that we have in here. Get rid of that. Carrots. Chest. Fate card and... Okay, we can't carry any more candles. And we should restock on bottles, so we have enough of that. Trapdoor. So we'll draw an apple and yep. I like to sleep with an open window, you know. You can't pick this lock, okay. Interesting. So what do we have now? Oops. I should have taken the ladder. Also, I really think we should save the game at this point. I really think this looks really nice, doesn't it? Look at that. This game is just amazing. Good morning, mouse. Good morning. Are you feeling rested? I've slept enough. Do you know I had the strangest dream? Mira, aye. Remember, you're doing this for her. Now, it's time to go to work. So these tunnels, how do I get to them? It won't be easy. The lower keep was sealed off decades ago when the entrance tunnel collapsed. Let's look. Dwindling hates the decline. Yeah. Collapsed because of what we've read before us. Okay. It's home to spiders now. Go on. A few days ago, one of the sentries disappeared from his post. We found his corpse down in the old armory, cocooned in spider silk. The commander is sending a small squad of 5 into the catacombs to lay traps and poison. I have orders to join them, but you're going to take my place. You need to put together a suit of armor, disguise yourself as a guard. What? But I'm no fighter. I'm not asking you to fight. Look at me, who's going to believe I'm a rat? The guards here are not exactly officer material. Dwindling hates the guards. Like the building itself, the guards of Dwindling Heights have seen better days. For members of the Red Guard who have displeased the Baron in some way or another, patrolling the keep will be their final assignment, literally a dead-end job. As a consequence, the Reds stationed here are bitter, ill-disciplined and downright mean, prone to take out their frustrations on any creature fool enough to get in their way, especially a mouse. Oh, that's mean. Trust me, the armor's all you need. I suggest you prepare an antidote for the spider's venom before you head into the lower keep. Their bite can be lethal. Somewhere down in the sewers, there's a rat who should be able to help you. His name is Faustus. Faustus is one of the guard. He's a prisoner. Prison? Aye. They say he was an apothecarist sent here for failing to cure the Baron's ringtail. Oops. That doesn't sound very nice, does it? And it's a long story. Thor's Harem, the guard that patrols the ramparts, he's been chosen as the apothecarist's new assistant. He has a scroll of paper tucked in his belt with instructions for how to find this Faustus, okay? How do you know any of this? From Private Harem, and son. The fool was bragging about it in the mess hall. Yeah, but the apothecarist helped me. Of course you're going to be his new assistant. How do you expect me to get all of these instructions? I'll use your imagination. I was a prisoner being kept in the sewers. Tilo, it's better that you don't know too much. Alright. Once you have everything you need, I give you the commander's orders. They won't let you through the west gate to the elevator without them. Alright, I suppose we should get started. Is there anything else I might need to know before? Yeah. One last thing, you could use a compass with you. It's like a maze down there. Compass, where can I find one? I can't spare mine. Talk to the smith at the forge. His name is Rolo. You'll need to pay him for the information here. Oh, nice. Don't waste it. Rolo's alright in his way, but don't cross him. He's one to hold a grudge. I've met him. Then you know what I mean. And Tilo, with that in mind, you're better off not mentioning I sent you. Okay. So I think with this nice sequence here, I think it's actually time to call it a day. Originally the stream was only meant to be a test stream anyway, and I don't want to spoiler too much of this game, and as you may know, within the week I always go for 1.5 hours, and I start a little bit earlier so that I still have a little bit of time later on. That being said, I hope you enjoyed the stream, at least those of you who sticked around with me. I know my audio is not the best and my microphone is not the best. And I was probably a little bit mumbling because, you know, when you have 1.5 weeks of a break in between streaming, it's sometimes a little bit difficult to get into the mood again, if you know what I mean. So anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to have this game, you can type in !game and buy it on GOG.com, DRM free. And if you use my particular link that I have in chat right now, then you can also support me through that without paying anything extra. Which would be great, by the way, because then I could get a little bit closer to my goal of, you know, buying a better capture card, buying an OSSC for my retro streams, and I will definitely buy a new monitor in a couple of days because I got a bonus from my company, and that bonus is just fittingly enough for a 24-inch monitor that I wanted to buy. It's not very expensive, wasn't a big bonus anyway, but that would be perfect, and I think monitor, a better sound setup, so a better microphone with a preamp, a better capture card and an OSSC maybe at the end of the year, that would be just perfect, because then I could deliver a lot better quality now with the hardware that I have. But those are still open points to delivering better quality streams. Anyway, other than that, I wish you a pleasant week, and I know that this picture is right now standing still because I tapped out of the game in order to practically just press stop stream. But the good thing about this is we didn't have any lost frames. Our CPU is basically not paying any attention to what we're doing here. Sorry for that. So that was it. Like I said, I hope you have a pleasant Wednesday afternoon and a pleasant week. I don't know if I'm going to stream all that much tomorrow or on Friday, but I will try to stream on Saturday again. Not sure if I'm going for Grandia, but that depends if my monitor arrives before Saturday. So, I'd say good night and bye bye.